What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Apologize for the noise, it's a little windy and there's a lot of traffic down here. But today, I know I'm a little late to the party and every YouTuber has already made a video on it. I purposely didn't watch any of those videos because I kind of want to keep my video as unbiased as possible. And we're going to be doing a little video on these Spitfire Soft Sliders. I think the main thing that's going to make this first impressions a little bit more accurate is that first I'm doing a 1-to-1, so this is the exact shape and size wheel I'm currently riding just in the new formula. I'm going to leave my regular wheels on first, do a few tricks on the ledge, do a couple like basic stuff on the flat ground. I purposely came here because it's got real rough ground, and then I'm going to switch on these wheels, do all the same stuff. And there's not going to be any music. I really want to focus on audio, because if these truly are Dragon Slayers, I'm looking for two things. One, the noise. The Dragons just didn't have the bark. I needed that bark. When I go into a tail slide on a quarter pipe or whatever, or I'm doing a power slide on the ground, I need that like noise. Same when you land tricks. The Dragon Wheels had a very muted, soft wheel sound. They did everything they said they would do. They slid and all that, but it just, the sound was a big problem for me. And then the other thing I'm looking for is the grab, and see if it grabs on stuff. I don't know if I'll get to that part as much today, but I'm also not just gonna put these wheels on and skate them for 1 or 2 videos and just call it a day and go back to my regular wheels. I plan on skating these for as long as I possibly can, unless it really, really hurts my skating. So I want to do like a long-term review eventually. So this is kind of an unbiased review. I paid for these with my own money. I got them from Blue Tile. I do think Jim Thiebaud is sending me some wheels to test out, but these ones I paid for, so I'm gonna say what I want about them. And also, big thank you to Jim. He's the nicest guy in the world. I just didn't want to wait for them to show up in the mail, so I went and bought them before they came, but thank you, Jim. And obviously I'm a Spitfire head. I've always just rode Spitfires. The Formula 4s I've literally rode since they came out, except for when I tried Dragon Wheels. So I'm really excited that they wanted to get into that kind of market, and I don't know. We'll find out, are these really the Dragon Slayers? Okay, so I purposely didn't wax the ledge. I just kind of want to feel it out. I haven't skated this spot in a while, so let's start off with a 50-50, 50-50 180, tail slide, nose slide. We'll just bang out kind of just like the basics. All first try. So these cracks are really gnarly, and they always mess up flat ground tricks, but we're just gonna do like a couple. We'll just do like a couple 180s, you know, maybe like a kickflip, I don't know, just some basic stuff. Again, this is all just kind of like real basic, and then I'm gonna put the other ones on, and I'm gonna try all the same stuff. So all that was relatively easy. The kickflip I think took like 2 tries, and then I cleaned it up and did another one. But yeah, so let's do a couple power slides, get the audio for that, and then we'll switch wheels. Whew. All right, so basically the ledge, not very slidey right now. I didn't put any wax on it, like I said. I want to get a 1-to-1 between my regular wheels and how these are going to feel. The ground here is not great for power slides, so that'll be a testament. We'll see how they do on that. And yeah, I guess cut to the montage or time lapse of me changing wheels. And remember, kids, always throw away your trash. Alright, so a couple of things I noticed just setting up the wheels is that they seat the bearings real nicely due to the softer durometer. Yeah, they just slid right into place. I didn't have to mess around. None of them went in crooked. They all just fell in there real nice. And I mean, it feels like my board. Same wheels as I was riding, same shape. It looks the same. So, you know, graphics on the inside. Gotta have the graphics on the inside. And then, yeah, I guess let's run it back and just see how everything else feels now that we got these wheels on. First try again. All right, so right away what I noticed is pretty obvious. The cracks leading up to the ledge felt far less like jarring, and I kept my speed through them like easy. Every trick I felt like I was going faster when I hit the ledge, and I didn't feel like I was slowing down at all. That back 50 went way further. No slide, I didn't really feel too much of a difference, but like a little bit of wax and I think it would have been it feel good. It's just not wax. That's why it feels like crap. But yeah, I mean, they sound really good. I don't know. Maybe I'll just like play a couple clips side by side right here. But I feel like the audio of the wheel is pretty good. We need to do the power slide test and the flat ground stuff still. But as far as like the sound it makes when it lands, it's not like that soft, duddy sound that like the Dragons made. My real first, just straight up, my initial first impressions are if these don't flat spot, this is gonna be my standard wheel. They feel so good on these rough like areas. I do need to test it on smooth ground, skate park, and on metal. Though that might be a different video because I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do all that today. But let's get to the flat ground part. Do a couple tricks, see how it feels on this rough ass ground. A couple power slides, see how that does, see the noise. We're listening for the noise. I'm very audio, like I can't skate with headphones in because I need to hear my board. So when the Dragon Wheels had that duddy sound, it sounds like your board's kind of waterlogged. It just sounds like soft wheels. I'm not getting that at all with this. So hyped on that because that was like my biggest problem with the Dragon. So well, pretty good. I don't really have any issues so far. Try the power slides, and again, we're gonna listen. We're listening here, trying to hear the audio. what I'm noticing right now is it slides just as good and it has the audio that I'm looking for. It's a different type of feeling though. Like the other ones grab a lot more. I feel like once these start sliding, they slide a lot nicer over this rough ground. But the regular classic Formula 4 99A, when you get into the power slide, you have to really push into it. Otherwise, that wheel will just like grip and turn you. This, you got to push in to get into the power slide. But once you're in it, I mean, it's slippery. So let's try one more. All right, so the initial impressions of this wheel, honestly, it feels very, very similar to my other wheels. The only areas I'm really noticing the difference is the ground is a lot smoother and it feels fast on this ground. Like it eats these bumps and you just keep your speed. Like with my hard wheels, or the regular wheels, I guess you call them, if I went over like some of this rough ground and these cracks, like you can feel yourself like slowing down. I feel like when you hit that like you don't really lose your speed. It just kind of eats that bump and like you're good. So I mean, it's right now I want to try and put some wax on the ledge now and try and actually do some like longer slides and see how it feels. But yeah, we're just gonna mess around now and then I'll kind of give you my like final conclusions at the end of the video. I'm gonna try one more. This has nothing to do with the wheels. Basically, it's all mental. I feel like I'm gonna stick, so I'm trying to whip it like a full 360. I just gotta like have faith that the wheels will slide. So let's try one where I'm not trying to whip it. Let's try and just do it normal where I revert a little bit and see how that works. There we go. All right, so honestly, that had nothing to do with the wheels. I was sliding half the ledge every try. If anything, you can hear my heel dragging on top the when I was doing it a couple of times there. But yeah, that was really just a mental battle. And a fair bit of those tries too, there's like chunks all in this ledge. That's one of the reasons I came here. This spot is super rough. It looks so fun on camera. The fact that like Janowski switch flip crooked that ledge is just like, it's insane if you look at it in person or try to even crook it. So far, I don't really have any complaints, honestly. Like, I really thought that I would be like, yeah, they're basically Dragon Wheels with a Spitfire logo on them. But they're definitely not. They have better audio, for sure. Again, I don't have any metal ledges or rails or anything with me today. But I plan on skating these wheels for, I don't know, maybe the whole summer. So I really want to put them through the test. I want to see how long they last. I want to see how durable they are, if they flat spot on certain tricks. Honestly, if they didn't flat spot doing that, I don't think they will. that's the one trick I always flat spot wheels on, is the tail slide 270. You know, just landing like and trying to revert it, push through or whatever, you just slip out. But yeah, so I don't know, I'm thoroughly impressed with them so far. I think the Powell Dragon Wheels had the misfortune of coming first, so Spitfire could kind of see what to fix. But yeah, I mean, they nailed it, I think. I think you're not going to get a 93 that rides this fast and has that good of audio and still slides. It's just not going to happen. I've heard a lot of stuff about like the, you know, the X97s and stuff like that. I feel like that's just going to feel really close to what I'm riding. It's, you know, I ride a 99, so I feel like it's just a 97 in like a Formula 4 material that it'll, you know, I don't know. I really feel like it's not like a big enough difference to where it would be worth switching wheels. And also, I don't like Bones. I don't like the company. I don't like the logo. You know, I've talked about that in other videos. I just like Spitfire. I'm a Spitfire guy. I've been riding Spitfires for years and years and years and years. It's the best wheel out there for a reason. But yeah, I mean, Reynolds is willing to put his name on this. You know it's something special, right? So, I don't know. I have a feeling that a lot of pros are also using these wheels, and you just don't know. I had if I would have set these up and just film a normal video, I don't think anyone would notice in the comments the difference in audio or anything. So, I don't know. I think with the Dragons, you definitely hear the audio difference and they sound like a softer wheel. So my first impression conclusion would be, it's a really solid wheel. It's designed exactly to do what it says it's gonna do. Again, I haven't taken it to a skate park on real smooth ground, and I haven't taken it to like something metal to see if it grabs a lot. But for the most part, I mean, you're skating street most of the time, it's solid. And honestly, I think that this will be a little slower on smooth ground, but that's not what it's designed for, right? It's designed for rough ground and street skating. So if you live on the East Coast, man, this is a solid wheel choice. I also really like how they just did a classic shape. It's not like a big, wide, square wheel. It's, you know, this is what I'm used to looking down at, and it didn't feel any different, really. Other than when I hit the sidewalk cracks, everything else felt like I was riding my board. So if you want to see more videos in the future where I, you know, talk about how they're lasting, or if anything happens to them, or, you know, when I do the skate park review with them, subscribe. I post videos every week, sometimes twice a week if I'm feeling saucy. But yeah, definitely going to be doing more videos about these in the future. Like I said, I don't plan on just making a couple videos and throwing them out. I definitely plan on skating these for as long as I can until they start hurting my tricks, and when they do, I'd make a video about it, just like the Dragons. It's exactly what I did with the Dragons. I skated them for like, I think 2 months, maybe even more, and my crooked grinds just never really got there, and my I just didn't like the audio of it, and Smith grinds too also grabbed a lot on the wheel. But I mean, I didn't notice anything on the ledge. Like I said, we still have to do further testing, but for right now, I definitively call these the Dragon Slayers, hands down. I think Dragons are in trouble. That being said, remember, like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord. Link will be in the description below as always, and go skateboard.
Don't know nothing about me, dude.